Welcome to Phoenix National Network, where we embrace diversity and unlock success with FOQS. Today, I want to share something incredibly vital to Phoenix National Network Business Solutions of America. It's what drives our success, our core values summed up in one powerful word, FOCUS. That stands for faith, opportunity, communication, unity, and strategy. These pillars aren't just buzzwords, they're the heartbeat of everything we do. Let's start with faith. It's not just about believing in a higher power, although that's crucial. It's about having faith in our purpose, our mission, and in ourselves. When we have this unwavering belief, it propels us to achieve greatness. We trust that every challenge is an opportunity wrapped in disguise. Speaking of opportunity, it's all about seizing the moment. Carpe diem, right? Opportunity is knocking all the time. We just have to be ready to open the door. It's about recognizing the potential in every situation and taking bold steps to make things happen. Next up is communication. Clear, intentional, constructive, and compassionate communication is the glue that binds us together. It's not just about speaking, it's about truly listening, understanding each other's perspectives, and communicating with empathy. This creates a culture where ideas can thrive and innovation can flourish. Unity is our fourth pillar. It's about integrity in relationships. We don't have to agree on everything, but we do need to respect and harness our diverse views to align with our purpose and vision. Unity is about coming together, building solid and long-lasting connections. It's the foundation of a resilient, collaborative team. Finally, strategy. There's a saying, "He who fails to plan, plans to fail." Strategy is our roadmap to success. Visions fail primarily because of weak strategies. Every detail matters. Crafting robust strategies is what turns our dreams into reality. So when we put all these pillars together, faith, opportunity, communication, unity, and strategy, we get focus. And let me tell you, focus produces results. It's what sets us apart and propels us forward. Remember, these are not just principles to hang on the wall. They are actionable values that shape our decisions, our interactions, and ultimately, our success. As you go about your day, think about how you can incorporate these pillars into your own professional life. Because when you focus, you achieve greatness. Let's keep driving success together. If you'd like to know more about joining our team, call 862-237-3430 or go to pnnbusinesssolutions.com. Stay focused.
All right.
I love our
You
intro
know,
music.
me too, man. It gets
Oh,
you
we are
just boom, boom,
playing the
boom, boom,
bongos too.
boom. Our
Oh,
rhythm is definitely off. I think we're, getting a little too old for rhythm. But hey, I'm
but
speaking only
just a,
for myself.
I just want to take a second and do a shameless plug.
Mm-hmm. All
Mm,
right. Of course,
good cup
we're
of
back.
tea from the Bishop's Corner mug.
Yeah, that's right. That will be tonight. It's going to be tonight at 8 p.m. right here on the Phoenix National Network. You want to
And
catch it
what's
on
the subject?
YouTube. The subject tonight is identity in Christ.
Cool.
Yes, we're talking about like really being happy in the space that you're in. Not just kind of like, you know, being moved by everything that happens. Like, people are happy or they're sad based on, everything that happens around them, political environment and this and that. To be happy with who you are right here and who God made you to be. And your life will be a result of that. So we're going to talk about a whole lot of that. Whole lot
Because
of
no
that.
matter where you go, you're always there.
There you are, and joy is infectious, happiness is infectious. You just got to you just got to keep catching it. Yeah, exactly. Like us, we have a joy box.
Happy, joy.
Happy joy. All right, so we have a great guest. We have a great guest today, and I am very excited to have Susan on. She is fabuloso, and don't smile at me because you know what happened. Okay, you don't even give
I
that.
like your new technique now of just doing the first name and leaving the last name out. For those of you new here, Phil can't get his own last name right twice in a row.
What do you mean? My name is Philip Red.
There
Right?
you
My name
go.
is Philip Red. There you go. All right, and I'm very proud of it. Okay, I'm very proud of it. But she is an amazing person. We met just a while back, and can't wait to just kind of dive in and to learn a little bit more about who she is and what she does. Okay, because that's what Focus on You is all about. Now, all of you already know Oscar thinks focus on you means focus on him.
That's what it says. Focus
And
on you with Oscar right there. See, look straight
since we
down.
started this program, he's thought that, and I keep trying to tell him, no, it's not about focus on him. So we had to give him a segment. We had to give him a segment of the program so
There we
that he
go.
could talk about him. There he is. So, again, pray for me, everyone. This is my struggle. This is my struggle. But Oscar's going to tell you a little bit about what he does, and we'll play that video clip, Oscar, when you reach your or use portion. Okay, go ahead, buddy.
Sounds good. So I am Oscar Capel. I am an independent associate with Legal Shield and ID Shield. What does that mean to you? Well, we live in a very, very litigious society. That means that there is lawsuits here, lawsuits there, things that you can do wrong that you don't even know you're doing wrong. You end up getting sued for. It's crazy compliance with if you don't have the right, ramp to get into your business, you can be sued for with an ADA problem. So it's good to know what your rights are, and if you can't afford a $500 to $1,000 an hour lawyer to figure out what your rights are, do you have any? So it's very important to have a law firm on your side, and we do that with basically the way that Netflix operates versus Blockbuster, where the old way of doing law was to pay by the hour, where now you can pay a small fee monthly and have access to the law firm, call them up, ask them questions, have them write letters. You get your will done, living will, healthcare power of attorney, all of that fun stuff. It's all included in less than a dollar a day. So I ask people a quick question. It's 8 o'clock at night, and you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney. Who do you call? Do you have an attorney that you can call at 8 o'clock at night on a weekend? If you don't, then this app on your phone will make you very, very safe and make your family safe. So that's one of the apps. The other app is our ID Shield app. And what the ID Shield app does, it first, if you have children, you get alerts on when there are sex offenders in your area. You get the name, the address, and the actual picture of people that are in your area, people to look out for. And you can set a 5, 10, 15 mile radius from your home to let you know that. We also not only do the monitoring, which any company will do monitoring, but we have licensed private investigators to do the heavy lifting to actually restore your identity to what it was pre-theft. And that's very important because it takes I would say months to years, depending on the type of identity theft problem, to have it restored. So that is what we do. We protect individuals, families, and business with that. Then, on top of that, our group especially donates to our rescue, and our rescue is to try to stop sex trafficking around the world, and especially with children. And what's going on right now between wars and open borders, it's there's no way to put a lid on it. So we're working with the local police departments. They offer dogs that can actually smell electronic equipment like hard drives or servers, and that's how they're catching people. So it's going to take a lot of effort. People need to know what's going on. If you don't know what's going on around you, then you don't know the signs to look out for. So I think my number is 646-578-7097. If you'd like to get a contact with me and ask me any question. And I think Phil has a short video on myths and truths about human trafficking. Phil.
Hey, beautiful. Don't go too far now. You've got 3 more guys coming tonight. Hey, beautiful. Don't go too far now. You've got 3 more guys coming tonight.
说一点都不舒服，下次改进一点。吃就会吃，不要再吃了。刚刚那个客人说一点都不舒服，你下次麻烦好一点。
Why don't you put your books down and come in here? I got some friends who want to meet you.
Hi, sweetie. Why don't you put your books down and come on in? Because I have some friends that want to meet you.
My dude, it is always eye-opening. Okay? Yes, this is the dark side of the moon, and nobody wants to see what's on that side of the moon. But we have to look at it every now and then and say, what can we do to make changes that will affect these young people primarily all over the world. Like Oscar said,
Right.
it's everywhere. And of course, I'm sure those of you who've been with PNN for the longest understand that we are definitely 100% in support of rescuing these young people. All right. So, on that note, let's get this party started. All right. Oscar, do you want to
We're
introduce our guest?
her last name is the Roberts. I did that. I did that for you. D. Robertis. So get her on before she runs away.
Jeez.
Oh, you're so funny, Oscar. You're a riot.
Oscar, I am going to put you in the back room again.
Again.
Okay, again.
Susan,
Hey,
thanks for coming on the
Susan.
show.
Okay, it's been a pleasure. Bye.
I'd be lying if I said that was the first time we've heard that.
So, Susan, thank you for coming on to focus on you. It's been it's a pleasure having you. First of all, before we go into any sort of like in detailed, questions, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Oh, okay. Well, who is this woman? So this woman is an accountant, former CFO, corporate career, 30 years, went up the ladder, ended up in the C-suite in the corner. No pun intended in the corner. But after that, there was, okay, I achieved a lot of things here. And now what's next? So I left and I created SDR Consulting for small business owners, startups, and solopreneurs, and to help them know the business foundations, the basics, how to build your business and not go crazy second guessing yourself, and be out of business within 3 years. Most businesses, about 75% of them are out in 3 years, and in 5 years, 50% are out. So, you really got to know what you're doing and make smart decisions. So I'm here to help you do that, since I did that on a very large scale with millions of dollars and hundreds of employees to maybe a dozen employees, and the owner wanting to get to, his first million. So it all depends on you, what you desire, and a plan, the 4-letter word, plan, get there. And I am your partner in your getting there.
Great. I just to be clear, I am actually working on my second million now.
Okay.
Yeah, they say the first million is the hardest.
Really?
So I'm working on the
me.
second one and then
Tell me.
getting back to the first.
Yeah.
So far I'm a thousandaire. So
okay. Yeah, well, first, those milestones, your first 100,000, your
Right.
first million, it's just a number, with another zero. But what is it going to take? Because what you did to get to where you are today is not going to be what's needed for you to get to, all right, your next milestone. And so it's easier, and it's easier when you have someone who's been there, done that their whole career, and also have outside eyes on your business, because you with you are, you're in here, and you cannot see your whole picture, the landscape. And I look at you in entirety as to what's really going on, what's in the way, who is in the way of you taking the next steps, the right steps for you, so that you can just have it be easier for you.
One of the things we've
That's
said
interesting.
from day one, right, Phil? Save yourself
Speak to the
time,
expert.
money, and
Yep.
heartaches. And
Yeah.
what?
Speak
Hire
to
the
the
expert.
experts. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
but
go.
it's easier.
Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, no, it's easier to learn to ride a bike from someone who has ridden a bike
Mm-hmm.
than from somebody who has speculated how to ride a bike.
Yeah. I mean, eventually you're going to ride the bike, but you're going
Mm,
to have scraped knees, and and it'll take you longer, and it'll be, not so much fun. But when you work with someone who's in your corner, I'm there
mhm,
for you. I want you to be as successful as you envision, and
mm,
that is most gratifying to me, most fulfilling. That is my why, to really
mm,
help people achieve the thing that they dream about, but don't dare write it down or really flesh it out, because it's just so, it's, I gotta walk the dog now. They really can't, get to it and admit to themselves, this is what I really want. You know, Look in the mirror and say it to yourself and write it down. What do you want? What would really thrill you? And what would that success bring to you and the people in your life that you love and care about, your family? What would that enable you to do, to be, to have? And without money, there is no freedom, because money is the ticket. It buys you this, that, the other, you know, um, the, um, the ability to say yes to yourself or your family. Gee, I'd like to go do this, mommy, daddy, whatever. And you can plan for it because you have the resources. And it's not a question of stressing every month to meet your monthly nut to crack. And I ask people, do you know your monthly nut to crack? And they're like, they have an idea. And some people write it down. Well, good for you. But details. You got to know what is your monthly nut to crack. And
You
then,
know what I, what I discovered with writing things down was that it slows your brain down to really think about
mm,
what you're writing. It slows your brain down to think about what you're thinking about, right? And
mhm,
it almost kind of helps you to etch it into time. Like, now I understand my
mhm,
own
mhm,
gig, my own business, in
mm,
real time versus you constantly going because
mm.
how many times do you meet people that are just doing
Yeah,
without any focus as to where they're going, right?
Busy,
this is
busy versus productive,
very
I guess, is
true.
what.
It's busyness. But when you really do slow down and write down, what you want to achieve for 2024. We're in the year is, every quarter goes by very quickly, but especially the beginning of a year and the end of a year get people thinking. And it's important to write down. Really, really important, because it makes it real. You've put it in reality, in time, in reality.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's just, well, it's another thought. It's another, poof, it's like a cloud in the sky. It goes by, and then there's another cloud, another thought. But write down and commit to yourself. You know, Make the promise to yourself, and then you hire someone like such as myself, and I hold you accountable to that. And
That was
there's
a point I was just
yeah,
about to make that point.
yeah,
You're going to write these things down, but then what? You're
yes.
still
And
in
then
your own little bubble.
That's right. So
Wow.
you is a wonderful thing because you'll let yourself slide. We all do. I'm human. I've let that happen to myself. I didn't wake up 10 years old a CFO. Hey, I didn't wake up, like at 12. Yeah, I'm going to be a CFO when I get to be a big girl. No.
You didn't? I could have sworn that's what happened. I've heard rumors.
No. Actually, if truth be told, let's see, what did I want to be? Oh, there were many things, many things along the way. One of them was a teacher.
Okay.
And
Well, you're doing that now.
and in the end, I do end up being a mentor and a teacher for, business owners. But getting back to accountability, the thing is, you know that you're going to meet with me or speak with me, and it's like, oh, I got to write that plan out or take that action or do whatever or not. And this is all your journey with yourself. I mean, I'm with you, and it's all smoke and mirrors because you're doing the work. You are going beyond your definition of yourself, the you that you know yourself to be, which is called your comfort zone, because what you want is beyond that. So if you keep doing what you know,
Wait. Pause.
you
Pause.
do.
You said what you want.
Yes.
This is profound what you just said. But because you know it so well, but what you want is beyond your comfort zone.
Correct.
I want people to really catch that
Yep.
part of what you said.
It is.
Is
Yeah.
like in the moment where you say, you know what, I just want to sit and chill here. What your goal, the goal you're looking for, is right beyond that comfort point.
Yes. But you first have to know, what is it that you want? What do you say? Allow yourself to say yes to yourself. If you're at a certain revenue level in your business, and this is not, life is not all about money, but if you're in business, yes, indeed, you are providing a service. You're providing a widget wonky thing that you make and then you sell it. And then what you do with that, the profit from selling that or providing your service, you get to live your life, and you define that. That's all up to you. So, well, after putting in all the time and expense of creating this business, what in blazes do you want to do with your net profit? And damn it, you should have net profit. And you got to know your margins and all that good stuff. So you could be undercharging and leaving money on the table, not even aware of it. So the thing is,
I love how these numbers people talk. They you gotta make that net.
You gotta make the net. What is the net? So it's nothing but net, as they say. Ball, b-ball, nothing but net over here. Yeah, and it's true. It's true. You work your butt off. You work very hard. You created this business, and you're good at what you do. And you were like, why can't this thing take off? Why is it so-and-so is busy and I'm not, or what do I do to get from here? Here is okay, but I expenses are always going up. Always. There's no stopping that train. It's always going up. And you want to increase your revenue by getting more clients, getting more customers, producing more widget wonky things, or whatever it is you're manufacturing or creating, or you want to up your prices, something. But you just don't do these things automatically. You have to look at your whole picture. Is that going to work for your market? Is that something? Now, there's always the comfort level. Well, I don't want to raise my prices. Oh, okay, boo. Then you could just, ride your train out, down the graph there into the, everybody raises their prices at some point.
And that's what we were talking about that this morning.
That's business. And
It's
a
business.
lot of times I get I have a lot of creative people as clients, and it's a the identification as a creative, it's a different mindset, different value. I love it because my partner is an artist, so I understand the animal. Half of my clients are creatives, and I also paint in my spare time. That's my secret life.
Ooh.
That's
But so
It's no longer a secret. Just to let you know.
that's your safety valve. That's where you let
that's
off.
that's really
This-
my sanity.
Yeah.
There has to be business
Balance.
mentoring and coaching and advising, business owners. There's a lot at stake for you. And I show up as my very best for you, and I also have to take care of me as I mentor you to take care of
True.
you, so that you will get at 2 a.m. the most outrageous idea you've ever had. And or in the shower or whatever. But you want to be in a state of, not frazzled and pressured and overwhelmed and losing sleep and waking up, putting out 6 fires in your business. You want to know what to do, the order in which they're done. If it doesn't look right, you text me. What do I do about this? And I answer you.
You've been there, done that.
I've been
Wow.
there doing that. I
Wow.
don't just talk, I just don't talk to you once a month, twice a month, or meet you once or twice a month. No, you have access to me. You could text me, ask me questions, and I will solve your problem, because otherwise you're stuck with it,
It's like everybody, what we were talking about this morning, everybody wants to be a butterfly. Nobody wants to not be a caterpillar. It's like you got to transition from
Yeah.
caterpillar to.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Got to
And
transition. That's what we were talking about earlier
right.
today.
Yes, you will go to the next level within yourself. You will know yourself as someone who can be counted on. The most important person to count on you is you, that you keep your word to yourself. When you say, "Oh, I'm going to do that, I'm going to write that, I'm going to this and that," and then you say, "I'll get it done by the end of this week," but you didn't say the day, or and then the end of the week comes, and it's like, "Oh yeah, I didn't do that thing. I was busy," whatever, or something came up, and that diminishes who you are, whether you're aware of it or not. That diminishes you, the wonderful person, the loving, kind, creative, wondrous human being that you are. It stifles you, and
So,
you don't want to do that repeatedly. Go ahead.
so talk about people coming out of their comfort zone. You
Mm-hmm,
were like, C-suite.
mm-hmm.
What triggered you to say, you know what? This is just not what I want to do. I'd rather help people one-on-one. What
Okay.
was there a day, or was this a long
Oh,
process, or you just woke up one day? It's like, I'm
oh,
done.
No, she
oh.
showed up. She showed up at work, and her boss said, I'm going to have to cut your pay." And she went,
No, that doesn't happen. No. What happened was, it was an M&A. It was a merger and acquisition. And if you've ever gone through one of those, or I was through one, and then this one came out from nowhere. I was hired to be a CFO for this family-owned business, and they were a mess. Their CFO died, and so for 6 months they had nobody in the seat. I come in, everything is a mess. Everybody hates me because they love the guy that was there. He was there 30 years, and who's this woman? And so it was really not fun, but I knew what had to be done. So I, did it. And within a couple of years, this company went from, barely hanging on to saleable, because the owner was going to retire in a few years. And he said to me, "Susan, you did such a fantastic job. I'm selling my business and I'm retiring, and I got an offer." And I was shocked, and but great, good for you. Okay. He packed up everything and left, didn't have a party, didn't give all his employees were like shocked. They got a
Wow.
they got a bowl, they got a bouquet of flowers, they got whatever, but basically they got nothing. And I was left dealing with the merger, in firing people, and let me see, what else did I have to do? It was so distasteful. Firing people and then training the new CFO, and then they fired me. So, it's like, really,
So,
you know,
yeah, let me let me train my replacement.
yeah, right. I and it
Oh,
was my
geez.
responsibility to do so. And I'm the type of person, listen, I will finish what I
You're going
start.
to do the
I'm
right. You're
not
going to do the
going to
right thing no
leave.
matter what.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
I did it. And then I just walked out, and I realized, I built his company up, and it's his right to sell it. He's the owner. However, I like to build things. I don't like to tear things down, and take them apart, so that someone else can, do whatever they want with it. And he was bought by a huge, huge conglomerate. So they just took, bits and pieces. And I don't think they took anyone in the company with them.
Wow.
So, yes. So I
So no,
decided,
could I ask you a question? Because
yeah.
I've always
Mhm.
wondered about that. When
Yeah.
companies do that and they don't they just kind of they don't take anybody from the previous company. Is
Mhm.
that what's the reason why they would do that?
Well, it depends on the existing company, and the one that you're merging with,
Hmm.
because of duplication of jobs and responsibilities. You don't need two purchase agents, or I'm just giving that as an example. So um, sometimes you go along, and they make an offer to you, and you go on. I did not want to go forward with this company, but I also know that the CFO is usually fired at some point, because I gave you, okay, here's this, here's that. I've explained it all, and I couldn't wait to get out of there. And after that, I took about 6 months off,
Hmm.
and I reflected on, well, what do I want to do? What's next? But I didn't really think all that hard. I really needed to do nothing, you know.
Hmm.
Uh, and so that's what I did. I did nothing. I recalibrated. What do I love to do? And I love to fix things. I was hired as the fixer, in that he caught this.
Hmm.
The owner called me the fixer. He said, "You fixed everything, Susan. Oh my God." And so that I can retire early. So, and good. I was very, very happy about that. And then the rest of it went, as I told you. But I like to indeed fix things. I can solve any business problem. So far, I've had, I don't know how many issues and problems put before me, and I've yet to come across one that I have not been able to resolve in a way that the owner, the CEO, is happy, they're pleased. And that problem is now taken care of. And this could be usually a whole, it's a liability issue, in your company. You're missing contracts, you're missing this, you don't have signed
Hmm.
purchase orders with your customers, overseas, in Europe, in China, or, it's like, where's the agreement?
Hmm.
So they could just say ta ta and take all your stuff, and you don't have a leg to stand on. So it's things like that where, a company such as that, manufacturing and factories overseas, you have to button yourself up. You have to know, not just create a wonderful product, but the business side of it, the business of the business
You just
needs.
create something that's pretty and just like run with it.
You
Yeah.
could, but you could run into a wall.
Yes, run through a wall, and you'll be blindsided, really. So, which was happening to one of my clients when she hired me. Things were starting to just collapse, and so I, had to share everything up for her. But people come to me, or they find me when they are, in a situation where they're stressed out. They're wondering, how am I going to fix this? And then they don't really focus on it. It's in the back of their mind. It never goes away. And they wake up with it and they go to sleep with it, and they don't know what to do about it. So they keep doing what they know to do, and then.
So do you have any one client that you remember that you dug them out of a hole that they didn't know they were in, or they had just
Yeah. Well, he knew he was. Yeah, he was going to fold. Yeah. I
You
had
know
a
how soon it was
client.
going to happen.
I had a client. It was the longest relationship. It was a 7-year engagement. 7 years. I became an integral part of this person's business. He was a high-end lighting designer. He designed the lighting plans for A-listers in New York City and art galleries. And he was a wonderful, wonderful, charismatic, extremely talented man, very, very likable. And his former accountant embezzled money from him. And this really threw him for a loop. It really took the. He was thinking of folding his business. He couldn't see, well, how can I go on? I can't trust anybody. He had huge trust issues after that, and I don't blame him. And no one was looking at the books or the financials or anything. So he put in a last-ditch effort, since he was seriously thinking of folding, and he was in business already a couple of years. And he put a last-ditch effort ad in some publication online, and I happened to see it. And so we arranged a face-to-face, because, we're both in New York, and I went in there. And I met with him, and I got the lay of the land. He told me the story, and I proposed to him how I would fix it. And here is what I proposed. Since trust and confidence, you have to trust your accountant, the person that sits in the money seat, that's got eyes on your business. They know everything about you. So you must have trust in this person. So, but the prior person had access to everything. And he was not really watching. So I said, all right, I'm going to fix this. I propose I will have total responsibility and no authority. Only you will have access to, where are your checks? I'm not signing any checks. I'm not making any transfers. I'm not doing the payroll. I will do the payroll, but after you, give me
Okay,
access
everything.
and approve it. You don't want to do the payroll if you're the CEO. But I said, everything has to be locked up, and you and I will sit, since this was a 10-person office, and the other accountant was on the other side of the office. So nobody really knew what the hell this guy was doing. So, and everything was all, checks were wherever they were. And I said, all right, I'm going to come in and I'm going to reorganize your office as far as the paperwork goes. And you and I are going to sit desk to desk. And you're going to be, when you look up, you're going to see me. You got a question, you ask me. And I will be in your office 2 days a week initially to straighten everything out. And then afterwards, one day a week. And he hired me. So, and we had a relationship for 7 years. In a couple of years ago, he went in another direction. And so, we parted company. But he opened up 2 offices, one in LA and one in the Hamptons when he worked alongside. I worked with him and for him. I did all the bookkeeping and all the accounting and acted as his CFO. Of course, I know accounting. So if I need to make a journal entry or whatever accounting thing needs to be done, I'm perfectly capable of doing it if you don't have a bookkeeper. But I do have a staff of bookkeepers who work with me.
I'm so glad you said accounting. I'm so glad you said
yes, I know.
accounting because
Yes.
I took
Mhm.
accounting. I took accounting 3
Mhm.
times, and the only reason I took accounting 3 times.
Oh,
Okay.
mhm.
And the only
Okay,
reason I
Phil.
passed the only reason I passed it was the teacher pulled me to the side and she said, in the middle of the semester, she pulled me to the side and said, "This is the 3rd
Mm,
time you're taking my class. I am going
mm.
to give you a D for
So
not
you
taking
never
this
come
class.
back.
Never,
I don't want to
never
ever see your face ever again."
come through these doors again. Right. Oh, that's funny. It's not your wheelhouse.
It
It's
wasn't.
not
It
your
Me neither.
wasn't.
wheelhouse.
I'm numerically dyslexic. I keep mixing numbers up, and I
Mhm.
worked with a woman who was also numerically dyslexic. So
Mhm.
if it was a number 1, 2, 3, I'd say 2, 3, 1, and she'd pick out the 1, 2, 3 because it made sense. It was great. We literally got the right because of my and
Okay.
hers.
Funny. That's so
Listen,
But
funny.
I think,
Susan,
Yeah.
how do we find you? How does someone
Ah,
contact you and say, "Listen,
oh,
I'm
okay.
business is going
So,
into tubes. What do I do, Susan?"
yes. So, yes, please reach out to me. You can schedule a one-to-one call with me. Shall I give you my Calendly? Um, Let me see here.
but let's go to your website here because I see
Yeah.
where it says
Ah,
schedule
get
a
your.
call with me, right?
Mm.
And you'll
So
be
if
able to
you
go
click
right
that,
there.
boom, and this
Mhm.
is not a it's not a paid call. It's a free. This is a complimentary call. So, is that what you clicked on there? It's complimentary,
Yes,
right?
that's it.
Okay.
Complimentary, yep.
Yes.
And
Complimentary call. Hmm?
I'm going to
Click the
select the
link.
15th. There you go. Clicking the 15th. I'm making an appointment for 12:30 on the
Uh-huh.
15th. I'm going to put my
Oh,
name in here. Like,
mhm. Uh-huh.
I'll pick one. Here we
Ah,
go. Boom.
yeah,
That's my
boom. Easy,
stuff.
easy peasy.
Right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Wow, this is really easy. We're awesome.
Yeah.
All
Mhm.
right. Do I want to double my sales? Yes, of course I do.
Mhm.
Do I need systems to match? Of course I do. Do I want 200,000? Yes, of course I do. I mean, I want all the above.
Mhm.
All right, something much more. Perfect. And I'm scheduling my appointment.
Oh
Voila.
boy, oh boy. Mhm.
Ta-da.
There you go.
Right?
Whoa. Okay. Well,
Nice.
I'm going to yeah, see that on my end. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, there you are. Friday the 15th, 12:30.
Yes, 12:30. So
Ooh,
that's how we reach you, right?
yes, that's how you get me.
And give us
And
your website. I don't see it
and
on the crawler. So
the website is www.susandrobertis.com, and you want to put that H uh, T PPS that
that'll pop up. Yeah.
prefix. Yes, you want to put that in. It's my name. And we're at a very special time in the year, and I'm putting together a 8-week group coaching program for more profit, more time, more freedom. And it's a small group. So 8 weeks, 8 entrepreneurs.
That's lovely. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Listen, Susan, thank you so much. We need to do a one-on-one. I know
Yeah.
we said that we were going to talk last when we were at the event.
Yes.
By the way,
Mhm.
thank you for supporting our events. That was
Yeah,
amazing.
that was a
Yes,
wonderful event.
in August it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Thank you so much for being there.
I think we had a great talk on the balcony. Remember?
Yes, I remember, Oscar. Indeed, yes. Yep, I met you there in person as well. It was wonderful. It was a great event. I'm so happy to connect with both of you. 2 very powerful men, very heart-centered in what you're all about bringing forth in the world. I'm totally aligned with you. Totally.
Wow, thank you so much,
Yeah.
Susan. And we really do need to talk, though. I really love what I heard today, and I believe that this is going to be wonderful when we connect. Finally, get a chance to connect.
Yeah, the 15th. It's you and me. All right.
That's
and
right.
Oscar,
that makes one person in a row that wants to talk to us. This is good.
Well, we just want to say thank you to everyone for joining us today. This was a very fantastic guest that we have. Susan, don't be a stranger. Next year, we're planning to do a full in detail interview of very interesting people. So we'd love for you to come on at least twice in March or April of next year, just to go into some real detail as to what you do, and maybe you can use some examples the next time you come on with us. Okay.
Would love to.
All
It's my
right.
pleasure. Okay.
Awesome. Don't jump off. All right. Thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you again next week.
Nice.
That was
good show.
Very cool. Yeah, it was really so nice and easy being with both of you. Really, really nice.
Here are 3 things you need to know about our gift lines and gifting programs. Imagine never missing an important celebration again. 1. Designed to impress. Our gifts are designed to match your recipient's tastes, likes, and hobbies. 2. Free gifting. We take care of your order from selection of your occasion gift to timely delivery. We handle everything from our first chat. 3. Cost effective. We save you money. We offer friendly budget gifts to our exclusive luxury line. Reach out to me by calling or text 914-707-0192 or get some inspiration on our website www.uniquecorporategifting.com. We want to support you and make every celebration effortless and unforgettable to your clients, friends,